Hello, I'm Lugatorix, and welcome to part 13 of the Greek Cities campaign on Rome Total War. And, well, I mean, as usual, a huge amount is going on. It's kind of turning into a catchphrase now, but it's the truth, damn it, it's the truth. So, what we'll do, because there is so much to recap on, we'll just start off from the left and go to the right. So in Sicily, well, we just moved out of Sicily, in fact. We're on this boat, which is going towards Carthage. Basically, there is a mass of Carthaginian force in this region, including this big old army of Bisaltes. And I was like, I don't want to fight through waves and waves of them to get to Libyum. We might as well weaken the Carthaginians by going for Carthage itself, or Thapsus, whichever one's the easier to take. So that's what we're going to do, but we haven't given up on Lilybaeum. We are bringing troops over from Corinth in... Where's the boat gone? There we go. In this big old navy. It's a bit worrying when you just can't find a whole navy. Yeah, in this navy. They're going to be coming over towards Sicily, so hopefully we'll be okay. The Scipii have landed at Messana, but honestly, it's not the most threatening force ever, so we should be okay. Over on the Greek mainland, well, things are going good, in fact. We defended Termon from the Brutii pretty easily last episode. Larissa is perpetually unhappy, despite everything that I do, so they're just going to have to deal with it, basically. I'm getting a little bit annoyed with them at this point. They're just going to have to man up, I think. So hopefully they don't revolt, is basically what I'm saying. And Thessalonica is going to be unhappy for one turn, but it should be okay after that. In fact, just recruit some... Oh, we've got some new... They've got some upgraded cavalry here. So we've got Greek cavalry, not the most amazing cavalry ever, but they've got better stables than we do, because we can't even get Greek cavalry in the majority places. Yeah, you guys get some armoured hoplites, you might be a bit happier with those golden people there. Lovely. But those guys that took Thessalonica last episode, Doros of Sparta, is heading towards Bilazaura to finish off the Macedonians once and for all, while Ipilcus of Dium, Ipilcus of Dium, is heading over to Byzantium. He's going to defeat this geezer, Iptesens, and then head over towards the rest of the Thracian land. So that's what he's doing. And then over in Turkey, we have this army of Pandaros of Lampascus, who for some reason is heading the very long way around. Just head along there to Tarsus. That's it. Lovely. So you head along to Tarsus. It's going to take them a couple of turns, but then we've pretty much unified the whole of Turkey, right? So that's pretty good. So I think we've pretty much run out of movement points this turn. I just need to recruit and construct. So I'll do a little bit of that, and then we'll end the turn here. Right, turn has ended, and the Scipii put Messana under siege. Now, that's no surprise. We should be okay with that. We are bringing reinforcements over. This is what I was worried about, the Seleucids attacking Sardis with that big army. Now, what's going on over here? There's an army on this boat. Oh, no. Carthaginian bastards. They're going to defeat it as well. Yep, clear defeat. Oh, we got knocked towards Thapsus. You stupid bastards. We were trying to go in that direction anyway, you stupid gits. Okay, right. Rioting in Thessalonica. As long as Larissa didn't turn over, I'm fine. Is rioting in Larissa. One of our generals died. For God's sake! Stop rioting, you stupid bastards. Be happy. Are you actually serious? Right, you guys, go inside Larissa. They're just gonna be eternally unhappy, aren't they? They're just going to be eternally unhappy. There's not a lot I can do about it. I'm constructing and doing everything I can. We'll worry about that in a minute. Whoa, first of all, there's a lot of things going on. There's plague in Thessalonica, which is not good. And also the Brutii are about to attack it. You stupid bastards, you're about to get plague if you do that. But Amulius Brutus, this big old army, is about to attack Thessalonica. Okay, well, you know what? If you want to do that, we'll just go for Apollonia. So we'll trade settlements. And also, you're about to get plague if you do that. So probably don't, but it's up to you if you want to do that. Alright, huge amounts going on. So settlements besieged. We know about the settlements besieged. Then we have town grows. Where's that? It's in Corinth. Okay, so Corinth, you get yourself a governor's palace. Town grows as well. Nicomedia. Nice. Nicomedia. You can get... Honestly, you can get some other stuff first. You don't need a governor's palace quite yet. You still haven't got sewers and a temple of Athena and communal farming. So just get yourself some sewers first. You don't want to get plague like Thessalonica did. Now, hand pump invented, good. Plague in Macedonia, yeah, I think that's a fixed event. So there wasn't really a lot I could do about that. But we'll get rid of all of that. Okay. Let's start off with this ship, which got knocked back to Thapsus, which, guess what, is pretty much empty. Now, unfortunately, I can't quite see the state of Carthage, but my goodness, the Carthaginians are swarming across Sicily. This is not ideal, but still, You know what? You knocked us to Thapsus. We'll go and take Thapsus then, you stupid bastard. So, bring along some hoplites. And you know what? We have a lack of cavalry. So I'm really spending money like nobody's business. Let's just get these hoplites and stop spending money. We're going to put Thapsus under siege. Now, I would ideally like to see how Carthage is looking. So let's get this navy up here. Carthage is looking pretty weak as well, lads. And it's revolting. Uh-oh. Yeah. So, actually pretty happy with that. We'll go and take Thapsus quickly, and then we'll move up towards Carthage. So, nice north of Sparta. Head towards Thapsus. Build some rams, and there we go. So, unlucky Carthage, we're about to take your settlement. Now, admittedly, Sicily is not looking so good. It's not looking so good at all. We're going to get this ship just further down as possible. Let the Julii leave us alone. Now, talking of ships, we have this big one here. And they're going to be heading towards Sicily. They need to do that really quickly because the Carthaginians are looking strong. And we need more force around here. So, just be quick, lads. Now, let's have a look at this force that's attacked at Messana. We have Cneius Antonius, Hastati, something, War Dogs, and something. It's not the most amazing force. Inside Messana, we have a bunch of militia hoplites, a normal hoplite, and then some remnants of nothing. So, okay, Syracuse, just keep recruiting the armoured hoplites because I'm worried about Syracuse. But Messana, I think we can defend Messana pretty easily. So, we should be okay. And then in Syracuse, it'll only take 2 turns for the reinforcements to get over. We should be okay. So, I'm not too unhappy about the Sicily region. What I am unhappy about is Thessalonica being put under siege by the Brutii. And also one of our generals dying in Larissa. Why are you so unhappy? I don't get it. There's a lot of squalor. But right, I moved the capital back to Termon, and Larissa is not going to revolt now. Syracuse isn't happy about that, but at least Larissa isn't going to revolt or kill any other generals. So we should be okay in that regard. Now, really, we need to start getting troops up to Thessalonica to deal with the Brutii. But honestly, if they want to take it, they're going to get the plague. It's kind of mixed feelings about that. I don't want them to take Thessalonica. I really don't. Damianos, let's just see who you can bring along with you if we did bring a force to go and help Thessalonica. We could bring all of you guys. That's not amazing. I don't want to bring militia hoplites. They're trash. That's not the most amazing force ever. In fact, that's pretty garbage. We've got hoplites in... No, we don't even have hoplites in Athens because I didn't recruit any this turn. Same with Corinth. I'm sorry, Sparta. Termon has a couple of lads that could come along. Oh dear, this isn't looking good. I would honestly rather these guys go and probably go for Apollonia. Right, just stay in Larissa for the moment. We'll try and work out things as they go along. First of all, let's just kill off the Macedonians at Bilazaura. That would be nice to do. So, Doris of Sparta against this geezer. Him, 2 levy pikemen, militia hoplites, and light lancers. Won't be super easy, admittedly. We could just auto-resolve it. That possibly would end up in less casualties. Because those, I'm telling you now, levy pikemen on the plaza, not easy to deal with. The game reckons it's relatively in our favour. I'm going to go for it. Clear victory. We took a few losses, but you know what? At least we took Bilazaura. It's just something we're going to have to deal with. So, we'll enslave the populace, just enslave them for the moment. And faction destroyed Macedon. Beautiful. So, right. Now, spy. Let's get the spy over towards the Thracians because we're going to go toward them pretty soon. And we can see that Tylis is not very well defended. Good. Now, Bilazaura. You guys obviously repair the walls and the market. Retrain all of these lads. So retrain all of you. Blah, 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 blah. We can't quite retrain them all. So no need to retrain these lads. Just make sure that the depleted units are retrained. And then recruit a unit of normal hoplites. And then we are going to be getting down towards Thessalonica to defend it. We've got to. So in fact, how about... the lads at Larissa, so we will get this army, in fact. We'll get you 4. You know what? 5, 6. Is Larissa going to be really unhappy about that? You utter bastards. I really hate Larissa. Horrible settlement. They're still unhappy. They were fine a minute ago. They were on dark blue. Absolute bastards. Right, there we go. They're on blue. So, we will head up towards Thessalonica with this army. And then the combination of this army, the army coming down south from Bilazaura, and the lads at Thessalonica, which is basically nothing, hopefully we'll be able to defend it from the Brutii. Hopefully. So, that's the sort of plan over there. We are going to need to recruit at Termon because I really want Telesavaska to start going up towards the Brutii, because this kind of stuff is going to keep happening until we take Apollonia and then move on to Croton and Tarentum. So really, we need to start recruiting in Termon. So get some hoplites in. That would be nice. So there we go. But at least we have destroyed the Macedonians once and for all, which is actually very nice to hear for once. You, Ipilcus, just head over towards Byzantium like this and help defend it. So you do that. And we've kicked that spy out in the process, which is lovely. So that's what's going on there. Now, in Tarsus region, you, Pandaros, you've got to head towards Tarsus, okay? You've got to do it. So go along here. Any good mercenaries? They're Seleucids. We can't even afford them. So just keep going on towards Tarsus and eventually we'll get there. Now, over at Sardis, we're pretty much screwed. This is a large Seleucid army. Now, how many settlements have the Seleucids got left? I mean, they're really doing well for themselves, which is annoying. How are they doing so well? They still have 5 settlements. How? What have the Armenians and Egyptians been doing? How come they've still got 5 settlements? For goodness sake, we don't need this. It's going to be 4 once we take Tarsus, but they could easily take Sardis with that huge army of just militia hoplites. So what we need to do is we need to get a force over there as quickly as we can. I honestly don't think we're going to be able to keep Sardis. I think we might as well just concede it for the moment and then get this army from Byzantium. Instead of going to the Thracians, they're going to have to go down and retake Sardis. I don't think we've got any choice. How can the Seleucids afford that huge army after bribing 2 of our settlements as well? Very frustrating. Okay, well, I'm going to have to leave Sardis for the moment. I think it's pretty screwed. But I'm going to have to leave it because we can't afford to recruit. We've got a lot more trouble elsewhere with the Carthaginians, Brutii and Thracians. We physically can't deal with this. We're going to have to just leave it for the moment. So we're going to focus on getting Tarsus next turn. We're going to focus on getting Thapsus next turn. And then focus on moving down south towards Thessalonica to defend it from the Brutii. They've got to be the 3 main focuses. We'll worry about the Seleucids later. So I've run out of money. I'm going to end the turn and see basically how many people attack us next. Right, turn has ended. Brutii are moving around, but up north, which is good. Apollonia is looking pretty weak, which I'm happy about. Now, you really want to do this, Seleucids? Okay, the Seleucids have come out of Tarsus to attack Pandaros of Lampascus, which is a stupid decision because, well, firstly, you can see the balance of power is well in our favour, and secondly, they have an army of just militia hoplites. We have good hoplites, armoured hoplites, Cretan archers, Sarmatians. We have a lot of stuff. This army's pretty rubbish. They've got some good armour and weapons, to be fair to them, but I think we stand a very good chance. So yeah, absolutely we'll fight this, and if we win, well, Tarsus is pretty much empty, so it'll be easy. We'll take Tarsus within 2 turns. Let's see what we can do. Right, so here we are. It looks like a pretty plain battlefield. There's a little bit of a hill over here. I think both the armies are coming over from a similar place. So we might as well just set up on top of a hill if we can, or some sort of incline. So we'll head up around here. So what we're going to do, we're going to have 3 hoplites. They don't have a huge amount of cavalry, so they shouldn't be flanking us too much, right? But still, I'll tell you what, we'll have 4 units like this. And then we'll have a unit of armoured hoplites on this flank, just making sure they don't flank us. And then we'll have these unit of Eastern Infantry or Eastern Mercenaries over this side like that. Now we have 2 Cretan archers. They're going to be plenty just to shred through the hoplites. So you just stand there, you don't skirmish, you're going to be protected by the hoplites. Scythian Mercenaries, you can cause a ton of trouble over here just firing in. We have Sarmatians. Honestly, you won't be getting involved too much. The same goes for Lampascus of Pandaros. So I think that's pretty much it. We'll get into this group, defend, and start the battle. And they're both coming from the same direction. Beautiful. This should be a walkover. Right, they're coming over. The Scythians are already firing in. The Cretans are already firing in. We're up on the incline. They've walked a long distance. This should, we should be absolutely fine here. Just focus on a nice unit of militia hoplites. Lovely, yeah. You start getting them down. Beautiful. Right, they haven't even engaged us yet. That unit's routing, and we've killed 19% of them, and we've already got them routing, and they haven't even touched us. The power of Cretan archers and Scythians. Beautiful stuff. So, militia hoplites, they're already wavering. They haven't even touched us. In fact, are they going to break? They haven't quite broken, but they're doing some weird things with their spears. Yeah, this should be pretty simple. We'll just let them walk into us. Broken. They're wavering. Broken. Oh dear. Shaken. Wavering. Those guys broke. Yeah, this is just unfair. I mean, militia hoplites are so bad. I mean, really, on this difficulty, especially if you've got the militia hoplites, they're so bad. I mean, they're really bad. And you can just see the difference between good, solid hoplites and militia hoplites. There's just no competition. It's not fair. Yep, broken straight away. Beautiful. Right, the chariots are hovering around, but again, if they engage with hoplites, they've got such low defense. Yep, they just tumble straight down, all of them straight away. Bang, 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 they're all dead. Yep. They can do damage, but they've got absolutely no defense, so they will just be utterly slaughtered every time. There's no contest. Scythians nearly ran out of missiles, but these guys are, well, they're out of there. They're not very happy, which is fine. What were these guys thinking? If they were sensible, they would have gone into Tarsus and tried to reinforce it as much as they could. But unfortunately for them, they chose the wrong option. These guys are shaken already. Those guys are shaken already, yeah. I mean, these are Eastern Infantry, so they might do a bit of damage to Eastern Infantry, to be fair. But in general, they're not going to do a lot. 1% kill to 68%. I mean, really, it's just not very fair. Yep, those guys rout. It's pretty much everyone's dead now, pretty much. I think they're out of there, you know, so let's get the cavalry chasing them down. I don't particularly want to see these guys again. And if we get as many of these guys down as possible, then that would be nice. So, yeah, don't particularly want to see these lads. Let's get them out of there. Admittedly, be a little bit careful. These guys are eager. I mean, I've got to get a bit of a charge while their spears are up. But, you know, if they turn their spears around, I'm out of here. So, wavering. Oh, somebody died. Wait a minute. Who died? Oh, no. Pandaros. Are you... I shouldn't have... No. Oh, for God's sake. Sarmatians, get out of there. Pandaros, you idiot. I mean, I know they're hoplites, but they were wavering and their spears are pointed up. How did you die? Oh, I should have used the horn. He would have been right at the back as well. Oh, for God's sake. No. Okay, well, as the bodyguard are dispensable now because they're going to disappear. They might as well just chase as many units down as possible. I can't believe that. The stupidity of me. Oh, that's my own fault. Such an easy battle as well, and he just died for no good reason. Such a shame. That is tragic. That is utterly tragic. Oh well, you live and you learn, but that is a huge mistake. Pandaros, you know, he was meant to lead the campaign against the Seleucids and eventually the Egyptians, and he's just managed to die here for no good reason. That's a real shame. That is so annoying. Okay, well, these things happen. Okay. Well, their captain died. I couldn't really care less about their captain dying. Oh, no, I'm still mad with myself. Why did I do that? Oh, for goodness. We only lost 2% of our army. But of course that 2%, they only got 16 kills. I mean, they only got 16 kills. And one of them was my general. Well, at least the path to Tarsus is looking good. But that is frustrating. Britons want to talk to us at Vilas. Nope, they're just going to wave their hand around. Fair enough. Julia, accept or we will attack. Give us 210 denarii. Now, I don't normally accept these, but if it's only 210 denarii, we can probably afford it. And I don't particularly want the Julia attacking, so yeah, cool. I mean, whatever. I don't see where you're going to attack, to be honest, because you don't really have anywhere near us, but whatever. Spain want trade rights. Yeah, I want trade rights as well, but let's get some map information going. Yep, nice, and we now see a bit of Spain, which is good. And Thracians moving around Tylis. They probably can sense we're coming around. Man of the hour. Where was this? Please say it's Tarsus. It is! Yes! And where is he? What? Okay, I thought we lost him for a second then. I was like, what? Because he's 5-star already. 20 years old. Good commander. Natural born leader. Understanding of strategy. I thought we had lost him already. Absolutely accept. So, we lost one general. But we've actually got a better one back. So, every cloud has a silver lining, I suppose. That's... Okay, death stalks a land in Thessalonica. Yeah, okay. Well, there's not a lot I can do about that. Pandaros is dead. Doros of Sparta gets married. Good for you, bro. Good for you. That's pretty dope. Okay. So this new guy, Aminilkos of Philippi, put Tarsus under siege. Do it for your, you know, your fallen brother. He wasn't actually your brother, but he's your adopted father or something. Do it for the geese who just died. So Tarsus is under siege. Now, will these guys be able to get over? This guy can get over in time. This guy possibly can get over in time as well. So, well, if they get over in time, it's fine. We have a solid army. We should be able to defeat any Seleucids they throw at us. Now, you guys, Syracuse is seriously unhappy as per usual. No, you guys, just keep going over towards Syracuse. Get there as quickly as you can. Now, Thapsus. We have this geezer. He is going to assault Thapsus. Sneak around the back. It's literally just one guy called Burrus. So, well, I mean, okay, you're screwed. I mean, surely we can auto-resolve that, right? Like, clear victory, 13 kills to 1. Okay, good. And, you know, there was no way we're going to lose that. So, Thapsus, you know what? Because we're not going to have a lot of force in the region, I don't want to I'll enslave you. Please. Oh, you're going to be unhappy, aren't you, stupid bastards? Look, lower the tax rate. Lower the tax rate. Get rid of your stupid shrine to Tanit. Get in a shrine to Aphrodite. No, not Aphrodite, Hermes. Get a shrine into Hermes. In fact, no. Repair the walls. Get a shrine to Hermes going on. We have a bit of money now, which is nice, in fact. That's really good. So, there we go. That situation there. We can retrain you guys. And, ooh, ballistas. Archers for the first time as well. Now, that is nice. I will get some archers, in fact. That is nice. They're very, very cheap. So, yeah, that's good. Now, really, possibly, we should actually start heading towards Carthage. I mean, this navy could possibly bring the lads over. Because, to be honest, I'm thinking there's not much point actually retraining here. So, let's bring everyone over, apart from you. You can literally just defend Thapsus. Just move over here. If these Carthaginians want to attack us, they'll regret it. We are moving towards Carthage, which, yeah, is looking pretty weak. Any decent mercenaries? I mean, I could do with some... I know I just discussed this. I could do with some Numidian mercenaries, but it's not necessarily needed in this region. So it's okay. So, I didn't see which town grew. We'll find out. Either way, we have Thapsus. So, hooray. That's good. And by next turn, it will be happy, hopefully, as well. So, that's nice to see. That's nice to see a bit of happiness for once. You, just stay there. Okay, so the Carthaginians should be a bit worried now. Even though they've got a lot of force in Sicily, we're going for the back door. So, yeah. Do they have Leptis Magna? No, the Numidians do. The Numidians do. Interesting. Well, the Numidians can keep it. In fact, if the Numidians want an alliance at some point, I don't have a diplomat in the region, but if the Numidians want an alliance, they're welcome to it, because I don't have any trouble with Numidia. I only want to take Carthage down. So, that's going on there. So I can sort of just relax a little bit in that situation, and the same with Tarsus. Now let's have a look at the Brutii at Thessalonica. They left Thessalonica. Well, that's good. But where did Amulius Brutus go? Because he's still around. Well, you know what? I'm not going to complain. Now, I'm not going to move anyone out of Thessalonica. Don't particularly want plague. You know, so don't go into Thessalonica, for God's sake. Really, we should be heading towards Apollonia. So, we have a big army here in Bilasora. Doris of Sparta, you are going to be going towards... Actually, you guys kind of need to retrain, don't you? Oh, we can't retrain... Wait a minute. How come we can retrain these armoured hoplites but not these ones? Why can't we get them up to full strength? That's a bit stupid. Okay, well, we'll retrain them somewhere else. That is very stupid, in fact. So what we'll do, bring everyone over apart from these 2 depleted units. In fact, 3 depleted units. Bring them over to here. Don't go into Thessalonica, of course. Move out of Bilasora. Bilasora, you get a tax reduction. And just get yourself some sewers. Lovely. Now, you're going to be joined by Damianos of Thessaly. So this, together, pretty decent army. You guys are going to be heading towards the Brutii. Wherever Amulius Brutus is, he's not going to escape us for long. We are getting revenge on the Brutii for basically attacking Termon and taking Apollonia back off of us. So, nice. I'm actually getting a bit happier now. You know, the start of this episode was a bit grumpy, but things are going... I'm pretty decent, I have to say. Things are going a lot better. So, we have 12,000 denarii. Let's just have a look at the Thracians very quickly. Now, the Thracians at Byzantium, how long has it got? It's got 4 turns till it surrenders. We could just attack them out in the field now. What exactly have they got? It's not amazing. It's a bunch of missile troops and all that. It's the same nonsense they had last time. We would be a lot better if we just stayed in Byzantium, though. We would be a lot safer if we just stayed in Byzantium because we have the troops with a defensive advantage of the walls and all that. I'm really worried about Sardis. They're good. The Seleucids are going to take Sardis, and there's nothing I can do about it. You know what, Ipilcus of Dium? You're not needed in Byzantium. I have enough faith that you're not needed in Byzantium. Where you are needed is Sardis. So start heading down here. This ship, come over, collect Ipilcus, get on the boat. Ipilcus, get over here. Are there any mercenaries? There are. Pick up the mercenaries. Ooh. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, very, very nice. Yeah, you will be needed against the Seleucids. So, Ipilcus, good. You guys all start moving towards the Seleucids. Now, if the Seleucids do take Sardis this turn, it's alright because they'll be softened up a little bit. And then also, we'll recruit in areas like Pergamum. So, recruit some... Oh, this is absolute trash. Just get a boat. But this army will come over and hopefully defeat them at Sardis. So, we're okay. Right, so just to recap, we have troops moving up towards Carthage. We have troops coming up towards Sicily to defend probably either Messana or Syracuse, one of the two, depending on whether the Carthaginians attack. We have this big army going towards the Brutii Apollonia. We have forces defending Byzantium. We have Ipilcus of Dium going down towards Sardis to defend Sardis. And then we have lads at Tarsus going to attack them next turn. I think we've done all we can. So I'll do a bit of recruitment and construction. We have a bit more money to play with this time, which is nice. But I'm still going to focus on getting things like the farms and the roads that keep building up the money. So let's see what we can do. Was it Ancyra that grew? Please say it was. No, it wasn't. I haven't found which town has grown yet. So... we will find out at some point. You can't hide from me forever. Right, anyway, let's end the turn. A huge amount can happen, so let's just watch and enjoy. Okay, that navy moved about 2 feet. The Brutii are just moving around everywhere, but they seem to be moving up north, which is bad for them. The Egyptians talked to us for the first time. Okay, well, we will be going to war with Egypt at some point, but not now. We have problems with the Seleucids first. So, yeah, trade rights and map information, and we've got a deal. Lovely. So the Egyptians are not doing that well for themselves, and they've normally taken more Seleucid land by this point, and we have been attacked by more Seleucids. Now this is going to be a big fight. Outside of Tarsus, I said that both of the armies would probably get to us in time, and they have. So this new geezer, this is his first battle. Let's hope he does better than Pandaros. Well, Pandaros did well, but not well enough really. Anyway. So we have been attacked. This army, it is a strong army, but it's just not very big. Whereas they have about 1,700 troops. They have about 1,000 more men than us. We have Captain Amithion, but this is just all militia hoplites and peasants. I mean, that army is nothing. I'm not concerned about that army at all. Might be 700 men, don't care. Antiochus, his army, well, 3 scythe chariots aren't going to do anything. 9 militia hoplites aren't going to do anything. And again, more militia hoplites. He might be a bit concerning, but the rest of the army isn't. So again, that army, not too concerning. And then 961 men, all militia hoplites, all pretty trash. They have a lot more men than us, but we have quality men. So this is a battle of quality over quantity. And we'll see who wins, because the game reckons it's pretty even. But I think quality wins over quantity any day of the week. So, absolutely, the second battle of Tarsus will start right now. Right, okay, here we are. And, well, immediately I see a big incline. I think this is exactly the same battle. No, it can't be the same battlefield we just fought on with Pandaros, because that was further away. It just looks very similar, but it really does look similar. Now, they should be sort of attacking us from all sides, but there's an incline here, so I'm going to kind of set up along here. We need quite a long line. So what I'll do, I'll have 3 militia hoplites. Should we just do exactly the same as what we just did? Yeah, let's do exactly the same. So a long line of hoplites, kind of like that. And then we'll have these armoured hoplites along here, just protecting the flank, which, well, for reasons we've explained many times before. The same goes for these eastern mercenaries, who can go along here. Lovely. Now we have 2 lots of Cretan archers back here. They're going to be firing. They're going to be doing a lot of damage. Gotta love Cretan archers. Spread them out a bit more. They're more effective if they're spreading out. So, good. Get them off skirmish mode. Defensive, lovely. Scythian mercenaries, honestly, you can just don't skirmish because you just distract the units. Just fire from here. Just pretend you're normal archers. Sarmatians at the back here. And then the new geezer, whose name I can't pronounce, but he looks pretty good. He's going to go here. On defensive mode, group up, start the battle. Now, where are they coming from? Yeah, they're all coming from pretty much this direction, so I'm happy with that. I think we've got a really good chance here. Now, is the first army coming over the army of Antiochus? I hope so, because if we can kill Antiochus early on, that's going to screw everyone over. I'm not sure if that over there is Antiochus. I hope it is. I'm going to get the Cretans off fire at will, because if it is Antiochus, I want them firing on the general, as opposed to the militia hoplites, which we know are going to go down really easily, even on this difficulty, because of the high ground advantage, and also the fact that we have good hoplites. Yes, these lovely geezers. So, we'll see. I can't quite see if that is Antiochus, but I think it might be. In fact, no, surely that's Antiochus in the distance. Doesn't he have the smallest army? That probably is Antiochus, in fact. Yep, that was militia cavalry. Well, you guys can just fire at will then, because, you know, you just do it. So this army should be pretty easy to deal with. And again, if they come in 3 waves rather than 1 massive wave, we have the advantage as well, because they're less likely to flank and surround us and overwhelm us. If all 3 of them came at once, and then some of them came around the side and around the back, I'd probably lose. But they're just going to come in 3 waves, straight in the front of the hoplites, and die immediately. So, good for them. Noticing that these militia hoplites are really going over there a bit, but we can possibly turn around to face them once we've dealt with these lads. So it's not too bad. These guys aren't even engaging because the Cretans are doing so much damage. They're kind of backing off because of it. You can see the Cretans firing down the hoplites and really just shredding them. I mean, they're shaken and down to 32, and they haven't even touched the strong hoplites. So, you know, I'm sorry lads, but, you know, we're going to take a few hits from the peltasts. But that's fine, we can deal with that. We're strong lads. We're strong lads indeed. I mean, where are the peltasts? The militia cavalry is kind of annoying. Those guys are routed. Let's just pause it for a second, because I want to minimise losses. I said pause it. Right, militia cavalry here. Peltasts protected. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. We can take the odd loss. We can reform up in Tarsus. So, yeah, they're routing. Militia hoplites wavering. They're going to break in a second. They just can't cope with us. They can't cope. We'll turn around to face those guys right in a second once we've dealt with these lads. There's a few missiles coming in. It's a bit annoying, but to be honest, they're taking a huge amount more losses than we are, so it's okay. Yeah, they're all wavering. They're going to break in a second. I can just tell. Right, so they broke, and it's probably time to now turn around and face the other army. I think it probably is time. So pause for a second. Let's get everyone moving like this. I want them all in that position. Now, yeah, just do that very quickly. Now, the good news is they're as slow as we are, because they're hoplites. So, really, we're just all going in the same pace. So, I don't even need to take them out of phalanx, because they're just as slow as we are. So, it's all good. And we have now faced in a direction where we can face all 3 armies head on. Beautiful. So, more phalanx units just breaking. The hoplites, they've had enough. They've had enough, poor geezers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really, but I'll say it just for the sake of it. Now it's just dealing with these lads, and I think we should be okay. I mean, I'd like to kill Antiochus as well. That's a big part of this mission. Right, so more hoplites coming over the hill. So far, we've killed 2%. Sorry, we've had 2% of us killed, and they've killed 31%. That's still wrong. Right, allies 2%, enemies 31%. Equals good, basically. Yeah. My English is a bit off today. So, militia hoplites, they're going to suffer. Cretans have still got some missiles, unbelievably. There's just a ton of militia hoplites. Seleucids, what were you thinking? Rather than draining the population with these lads, you might as well just build up and got some good hoplites, or pikemen, I think in your case, like we've done. So, yeah, you're a bit stupid. And look at these Cretans. Silver experienced Cretans now. Lovely. And these guys are pretty close to silver as well. So, yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. Right, so they've engaged. These guys are routing. These spearmen might suffer a bit. Yeah, they're wavering. Stupid bastards. They might suffer, these Eastern mercenaries. They're not very good at all. But the rest of the army should be absolutely okay. I mean, you guys get into the back of them. Yeah, I'm slightly worried about these Eastern mercenaries, but they're holding up. To be fair, they're holding up. So, credit to them. Oh, okay, a couple of lads have collapsed. These guys have routed. There's a little bit of issue over here. Right, let's just pause it for a second. So, you get into the back of them. You are Cretans, right? You need to be in skirmish mode just to make sure you don't die. So can you, and so can the Scythians. Right, what have we got? We've got steady, eager. Yeah, there's a little bit of trouble. It's just a little bit too many at the moment. Those guys are being dealt with, so I'm going to keep these armoured hoplites here. These guys need to spread out and... These guys need to spread out and deal with all of these lads. Nice and quick. There's a little bit of a collapse over here, which is slightly concerning. So, really important you get those militia hoplites down. Really important the Cretans get back. The Sarmatians, you need to start getting around the back of units, and so can the new general. So, let's just press play, see what goes on. Yeah, unfortunately, collapse over here. Which is unsurprising, but there we go. This is, you know, we can deal with it. So, you get around the back of them. They're shaken militia hoplites. I'm going to risk the Sarmatians. Oh, they're changing the direction of spears. Let's just get the Peltas down for a start. Yeah, they've already broken. That's good. We're slightly lacking in infantry here. We're slightly lacking in infantry. Okay, so we've got the Peltas down. They're shaken. They're steady. If you want to march towards my general, go for it, because the Sarmatians will hit you in the back. And then you'll die. So go around the back here. Avoid those hoplites. Avoid those hoplites. In the back of those militia hoplites. In the back of those militia hoplites while their spears are the wrong way. Steady, shaken, wavering. Please just break quickly. General move back. You're good as well, so we don't want you to die. Sarmatians are now suffering. Get out of there. Get out of there, Sarmatians. Run. Run, Sarmatians. Okay, they broke. Good. We've got a unit breaking. Now pause it again, because Antiochus is coming in. And he's coming in strong over there, which is not good. He could break that unit very, very quickly. Scythians, just focus on this unit for a second. Cretans, focus on the general. Just get the general down. You guys need to stay where you are, because there's a lot of hoplites over here. You need to stay where you are, because you still haven't dealt with those militia hoplites, so go for it. Doros, not Doros, everyone's Doros now, I'm just calling everyone Doros. You get around the back here, you get around the back here. Let's press play. Now, you're going to do a lot of damage, they've broken. Damn, right. Sarmatians run over here. General run over here. Oh dear, a lot of damage is being done by Antiochus. Oh dear, Antiochus is screwing us over. Antiochus is doing a flipping good job of screwing us over. They've just got too many men. Right, pause it again. Where are you, General? I don't want you to die, but we kind of need to surround him. For goodness sake. And these guys still haven't dealt with those militia hoplites yet. And they're armoured hoplites. Guys, you go over to deal with the General. I'm feeling like just swarming the General's bodyguard might be the right thing to do. Sarmatians, where did you get to? Rubbish, Sarmatians. Sarmatians, just avoid those hoplites. Get over here quickly. Get over here quickly. Get over here quickly. They broke. Damn it. No, don't go into those hoplites, General. Don't go into those hoplites, General. Where's their General? He's down to 39, but that's not that good. Sarmatians have gone. Oh dear. Oh flipping dear. How are they doing so well? It was going so well until Antiochus came over and screwed everything up. There's still a lot of infantry hanging around. And we basically have nothing. In fact, the only unit of infantry we have is this. Chunk your way through militia hoplites for a moment. General, sound the horn and get some of these guys back. Hopefully they can just recover. Because we really need to get some units recovering. And General is going to die if his General gets over there. So just run, 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 run. Don't go into the Cretans. Cretans used to be skirmishing backwards. You're skirmishing, okay? On skirmish mode. General, we're literally going to circle the General for a moment because I'm worried that we're going to die at this rate. Right, pause. You into the General. You need to get into the General quickly while this General literally just circles around him. So run away from Antiochus. Run away from Antiochus. Lovely. Lovely. Run away. Run away. I'm going to try and bait Antiochus into the hoplites. You need to get over to Antiochus. If he charges in... He charged in. Right, we need to... Guys, your spears are pointed the wrong way. Your spears are pointed the wrong way. We've charged in. We've broken a couple of units. Can we break the General's bodyguard? He's still eager. Right, pause for a second. This General's going to die soon if we don't stop this. Which way are our spears pointed? Literally every way but the General. So... Scythians, where are you? Scythians are doing sod all. I don't think we're going to be able to get this General down. We have basically no infantry. In fact, I'm worried my General is going to die quickly. Nope, they both routed. That's pretty much game. That's pretty much game. Right, guys, get out of there. Cretans, get out. Scythians, get out. Scythians, get out. Withdraw, 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 withdraw. Withdraw. It's game over. We've lost this one. We lost. That's a real shame. That's a real shame. They just had a bit too much infantry for us, and we had not quite enough. Not quite enough infantry just to deal with them. Our general's still around, right? Pause. You just retreat at this point, okay? Just retreat. Withdraw. Withdraw. Oh, don't withdraw into the hoplites, for God's sake. If this guy dies straight away, then I'm going to be really annoyed. The general is chasing us as well. Right, I'm going to have to manoeuvre the general so he doesn't charge into hoplites out of pure fear. Well, at least we managed to recover the majority of the Cretans. Some of them are a bit damaged, unfortunately. Like that unit over there is damaged, but... that's annoying. I feel like we shouldn't have lost that, but I feel like also they just had a bit too much infantry. Even though it's rubbish infantry, today, quantity won over quality. And these Cretans are being ridden down by the chariots, which is frustrating. Just get out of there, guys. Get across the line. Get across the line. Oh, they're just going to die. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look. Just end the battle, please. They're going to go down. Right, average defeat. We got 1,200 kills. They only got 400. But the problem is we had much less men than them. So, as defeats go, this is about as good as they're going to get. We will be back towards Tarsus. We've significantly weakened the Seleucid force around the region. We do need to get reinforcements coming in, but we should have won that. It still frustrates me. Okay. Where did the army go, even? Because he didn't die. Don't tell me that general died. Now, what's going on over here? Carthaginians. Now, Carthaginians have attacked this massive navy. I know they've got a quinquereme. There's no way one quinquereme could defeat all of these biremes. Screw that. Close victory, good. Right, we've been attacked by Carthaginians. You really want to do this? Outside of Carthage. You really want to do this? You sure you want to do that? Okay, you've got a bunch... I mean, elephants are decent. You've got a bunch of rubbish troops and a bunch of average troops against armoured hoplites. Okay, well, let's get a victory here. Let's get a victory here. Yes, we'll absolutely do that. So... and we'll just go for Carthage. You're stupid, but okay, your stupidity is much welcome. Thank you. Right, here we are. Now we can play this defensively. There's a nice hill over here, so we will use it. We will use and abuse it. So get up here, and then what we'll do, we'll have a nice long line of armoured hoplites like that. Have a nice long line of hoplites like this, and then the remaining hoplites we'll have around the flank, just to make sure the elephants or whatever don't flank us. What else we got? We've got you. So again, do the same on the other side. Good. And then we have the general and the peltasts. The peltasts, just stand around here and just do your thing. And then general up here. So start the battle. They're both coming straight at us, probably in 2 waves. So yeah, well, we'll just sit here and wait for them to attack us and regret it. Looks like the elephants are going to be coming over straight away. So the biggest challenge, which will be the elephants, they're going to be the issue straight away. But you know what? It's okay. We have good hoplites. We can deal with it, I hope. The peltasts are already firing on the elephants, which is nice. They'll be, you know, a little bit agitated by that. Probably not a huge amount, but, you know, enough, hopefully. Have we actually killed any of them yet? We killed 1% of them. We might have killed an elephant. Okay, lads, get back now because the elephants are charging. That's it. So a good bit of skirmishing there. Lovely. And now the elephants are going to go straight into the hoplites, and they're already berserk. Lovely. And now they're going to charge through a ton of Carthaginians. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. The elephants, they went back into the hoplites, unfortunately, but they did kill a lot of Carthaginians there. Oh, that's lovely. You fell on your own sword, you idiots. They all routed. Oh, that's beautiful. You know what? I think the other army said, screw it. Where even are they? I think they might have got out of here. Either way, general, charge them all down, please. Might as well. Peltasts, charge them down as well. We'll get as many kills as we can while we're here. I think the other army, looking at the way they're pointing, might have just said, screw this, we'll fight you another day. Well, you're just going to get killed another day then. We can certainly kill this army, which is nice. Now, for some reason, my general seems to be faster than the round shield cavalry, which is like cavalry. I don't know why, but you know, I mean, they shouldn't be faster. How are they so slow? I'm not complaining. I mean, we can kill them, it means, but that's odd. How my heavy cavalry general was faster than light cavalry, round shield cavalry, but you know what? It's cool. We'll just kill you. Lovely. I'm not sure what's quite going on with the other army, but if they want to come over, then they can come over, and they'll literally see a trail of dead Carthaginians, so they probably don't want to. Oh goodness, everyone's moving. Why is everyone moving? Guys, stop being stupid. You know, we're just getting along. Somebody's dead, the captain's dead. Guys, just getting a nice line like this for the moment. I don't think the Carthaginians want to fight us. So, Captain Yutpan is dead, and we can just chase down these Libyan spearmen. Yeah, they've had enough. They're going. They've not even, they came nowhere near us, but they realised very, very quickly they're going to die as they fight us. So, at least we completely wiped out one army to last man, and we wiped out the elephants. So, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, we're not going to be able to catch those guys up. But it's cool. We'll get them at Carthage, which is pretty much undefended anyway. So, yeah. 170 kills to 7. That's a lot better than the previous fight, absolutely. Right, anyone else want to attack us? Gaul doesn't? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Right, Dacia, they want trade rights. Yeah, I want trade rights as well, but let's get some map information. Yep, beautiful. So we can see Dacia are doing pretty well for themselves. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. Right, Spanish diplomat moving up north. And the Thracians have attacked Byzantium. So, Iptacens and his army of... I mean, that's a pretty weak army. The Thracian mercenaries are decent. But in general, that's just battered from the last fight. And we have hoplites now. Admittedly, we're a bit battered. But again, you know, we have good hoplites. I think we stand a very, very good chance. Now, I won't fight this now. I will actually fight this next episode. I'm going to end the episode here because I'm getting a little bit tired. But next time, we're going to be going back towards Tarsus. We're going to be defending Byzantium. We're going to be taking Carthage. And probably defending Messana or something like that as well. Plus, moving towards the Brutii. A huge amount is going on. It's getting exciting, lads. So, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you around.